Senator John McCain introduced the idea of changing the long-cherished home mortgage deduction as a way to close tax loopholes and repair the deficit. Here to explain the proposed deal and the ripple effect it may have on San Diego homeowners, real estate, and the construction industry are Dr. Michael Lee, president of San Diego State's Corky McMillan Center of Real Estate, and Vino Pajanor, executive director of the Housing Opportunities Collaborative. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Dr. Lee, how much money would does the federal government stand to gain if, let's say, this tax is completely eliminated?
The estimates are this year to be about $110 billion.
It's a significant amount. There's several ideas on the table, including one from President Obama's administration. What is he putting out there?
Well, he's talking about not a complete elimination, but a phasing down in terms of reducing the maximum debt that you can deduct interest on, as well as eliminating the second home part of the deduction.
And Vino, here in San Diego, I guess the average price of a home, median price of a home right now is $385,000. Would homeowners here be disproportionately affected by a reduction or elimination of this tax benefit because we have such high housing costs?
Yes, I mean, California and especially San Diego has the highest home values in the country. And if the mortgage interest deduction is completely eliminated, homeowners are going to face the issue of what am I going to do with my home, which is underwater. This crisis has brought about the fact that home values that were $500,000 4 years ago or 5 years ago are now like $250,000. So they are sitting on the edge trying to calculate, like, do I stick to this home, make the payments on time, or do I walk away? And these homeowners are going to decide, you know, mortgage tax interest deduction is gone, I'm going to make a decision to walk away.
Our real estate market here is still recovering. How would this impact as far as your predictions of the real estate market? Would it hurt it? Would it cause a lower home price set value?
I mean, yes, it would. If the mortgage interest deduction is taken away, then or completely eliminated, it would affect the home values, as well as the fact that homeowners might be disincentivized to stick onto their underwater homes. Home buyers would be looking at the market and say, you know, why would I own a home if I could rent it and pay almost the same and have the other options of, you know, paying the rent for the landlord and nothing else.
And we'll come back to that because I know it's not a total factor in deciding, but I want to ask you, Dr. Lee, the LA Times has a web poll on 81% say they are against changing this mortgage deduction. It's a huge amount, and a lot of the commenters said basically they were angry. Why are you going after the middle class again? Why not close tax loopholes with, you know, businesses and corporations? Is this unfairly targeting the middle class?
If a complete elimination, I think it would impact significantly the middle class. But let's keep in mind that the vast majority of the benefit of this goes to upper income people. That's because they own larger homes, have larger mortgages, and have higher marginal tax rates. So that only half of people with mortgages actually benefit from this, and that benefit is really captured mainly by upper income people.
And I wanted to get back, Vino, you were talking about but all this discussion going on, basically the tax interest savings is not perhaps the sole factor when deciding to buy a home?
It is not the factor. It's not the magic bullet that makes a home buyer to become a homeowner, but it's one of the factors, because when they do a back-end budget, the home buyer is saying that, hey, the mortgage interest deduction would come in to help me with my daycare costs or my healthcare costs or something like that. So if it is eliminated, it takes away one of the various spokes that allow the home buyer, the prospective home buyer or homeowner, to decide whether they want to be a homeowner or not. It is basically giving the message out there to the community, homeownership is not the American dream, it's something else.
What do you think, Dr. Lee, that Washington's going to do with this? Are they going to deal with this right now in light of everything that's going on with the fiscal cliff, or do you think this will be addressed later?
I think ultimately it'll be addressed in the medium term. I don't think we're going to see the fiscal cliff be resolved in terms of fundamental tax reform by December 31st. But I do think it's definitely on the table, and I do expect to see changes along the lines of reducing the amount of debt you can deduct against, as well as eliminating the second home. I think those are quite likely.
All right, we have a lot more information on our website about this. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.